Alright, today we're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin and this bear market rally that has been carrying on here, and we're going to be looking at a couple of metrics here. So I've populated the 200-day moving average. We spoke about this the other day, and after about, I think it was 212 or 13 days, we started to retouch upon it. Yeah, 212 days, as well as into the 216, 17, and as far as 220 days, we had seen a retest of the 200-day moving average. Once we got below the 200-day moving average, we've had very lackluster rallies up and not getting very close to the 200-day moving average. Implied weakness, a lot of weakness. Again, we had a failed attempt here in January, and of course we had another tumultuous rollover. And Bitcoin spends a lot more time going sideways and up than it does moving down. When it moves down incredibly fast and in a very sharp form. So let's just go have a look at what we could see moving forward here with that. And I put these two white and blue lines here. These actually are the movement on the chart from the top to the low. So that's what both of these represent here, and I just wanted to go over that quickly with you as to what we could see. So this blue one represents this chart pattern right here between this low and this top. So at this point here, this one's stating 44,000, and our first campaign down is showing around a mid 36,000. So a halfway point between these two lows brings us to around 41K, which is subsequently where my work is pointing for a projection down. And looking at that, we can also take a look at our counter right here. And let's just do that. Let's just put our handy counter on here. So around a good 36, 37%. Again, this one here looks like, again, another 36, 37, 38%. So what would a level from there look like moving down? Well, from there, if we were to move down 36%, we would take us to our 52,000, and at 38% it would take us down to 51,000. So we can see that between these market metrics here, this 50, this low 40s or mid 40s, and the mid 30s here, somewhere in between this we have a combination for a low, or what our next projected low would be. And if this were to come, usually these transpire within usually 20 days, 21 days, 3 weeks, and that's again another area on the square where the death zone is 7, 21, 43, 73. Those are all the start of the death zone in W.D. Gann's opinion. And looking at his work, he says that time is more important than price, and I do believe that from our work, the last 4 cycles have been 12, 13, and 14 months, and the average being 13 and a half months. So I expect that history will rhyme or repeat in that context. Will it be exact? Probably not exact, but somewhere within this 12, 13, and 14 months, we would see the restitution of our bear market, and again, reaccumulation, as we've been showing in previous tutorials. So that's what I wanted to show you guys today, and just keep you on top of things, as this bear market rally here has gone on for about 103 or 100 or just over 100 days so far before we really are seeing any. Yeah, so about 6 right now from our low, and it's looking like a turnover, and rollover is attempting. However, we may just go back up and retest this 200. If not, this failed attempt will push us down and somewhere into this 50, mid 40 and mid 30 area here for our next move down. I just thought I'd show you this because I believe strongly that our work here has been correct over the couple of years that we've been providing market analysis, and I wanted to share that with you just so that you got careful with your portfolio. Also, I was looking at the S&P 500 lately, and it has blown through the roof, and it looks like we have a major blow off top in the S&P 500, and it sure seems like those billionaires are starting to unload their stock portfolios. So this is a warning to you guys to just lighten up with your portfolios. Um, just watch out. There's extra market exuberance going on with that S&P 500, and it looks as though it's about to have a rollover and a major pullback. So just watch that. And of course, Warsh has just taken office, and after we have a Fed chair, we usually always have a rollover, as I've showed you in our previous tutorials. So again, this is just a friendly warning, just wanting you to be careful with your portfolio, because owning Bitcoin and assets are very important. Alright guys, peace and love to you brothers and sisters, and we'll talk to you soon.